Hey everybody, welcome to the third episode of Open That Bottle, where we get to try the wonderful, amazing, and plentiful beverages that the lovely vendors of Adirondack Wine and Food Festival have brought for us. We brought some brand new friends for us today. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
My name is Allison. I am the food and beverage manager over at Downham's Bay Resort.
And I'm Casey Ferguson, and I'm the food blogger and recipe developer over at the chowdownblog.com.
Recipe developer is a title I want at my...
That's great.
That sounds like a great niche.
Recipe developer also means recipe eater.
Yes.
And that's my favorite pastime.
We're here at Downham's Bay Resort in beautiful Lake George in Downham's Bay. It's my first time. We have a little bit of an overcast rainy day, but honestly it's still beautiful. So speaking of, you are a recipe developer as well. You've got for us our first try here today. What are we looking at?
So this is the Summit. This is a fun concoction. We have the Springbrook straight blended bourbon with the Prospect Mountain White from Adirondack Winery. And it is topped off with some bitters. With a pretty little peach ring.
With a pretty little peach ring, my
Yes.
favorite part. Let's dive in.
All
Cheers.
right, cheers. Now, do you guys eat the peach ring first or last?
No rules.
No rules?
No rules.
I kind of want it first. I'll do half of it.
Ooh. Oh, that's fun.
That's incredible.
I was kind of expecting like a peach tea because the Prospect Mountain White, it's pretty sweet, it's really peachy. It honestly kind of tastes like a liquid peach ring on its
Yes.
own. And so with the bourbon added, I was like, all right, we're doing a southern kind of sweet tea, bourbon and peach. And it goes that way, but it's also a little different. Like it's kind of citrusy almost tasting.
A little bit.
So let's move on to our next bottle. In between, I'm going to take a little sip of my Saratoga sparkling water, also the official water sponsor of the Adirondack Wine and Food Festival this summer. All right, so moving on, we are going to try the Liberolassenter, which is a sparkling cider.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Second taste.
Ooh,
Oh, wow.
it's like apple juice.
Yeah. It's very refreshing. It's very light.
It is light.
We have a grilled apple salad here. And this is all I can think about pairing with. Grilled apples, nice feta cheese crumble, nice
Oh.
greens.
That
It's,
sounds so good.
We have a maple vinaigrette. It's so good. This would be amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
That maple will bring out like the apple in it.
Yeah.
Oh, that does sound really good.
All right, so up next we have Helderberg Meadworks Loki's Lore, which as an LL myself, I feel very akin to. This one, it's mead in general is a honey wine, and Loki's Lore is made with coffee and cacao as well.
Oh, wow.
Immediately smell
Yeah,
the cocoa.
it does. I smell cocoa and coffee.
Ooh.
Yeah, and the coffee.
Cheers. I'm excited.
Cheers.
This is
Yeah.
an exciting one to try. Oh yeah, get the honey on the tongue.
It
That's
is
so good.
so much
Yum.
smoother than I expected it to be.
It's a little smoky.
Yeah,
I love it.
definitely smoky. So for dessert today, I have brought you all something very special. The all fluffed up peanut butter and fluff porter from Mead Max.
Wow.
We were just in Mead Max the other week hanging out with them, hanging out with Dave Walls, who is one of the owners. And he was telling us about this, but I have yet to try it. I was a huge peanut butter and fluff head as a kid. One of my all-time go-tos, eat it every time. Haven't tried it in a while, but
No, it's been a while.
kind of just like the peach ring. Maybe this is another way to let your inner child play, but make an adult.
Definitely, definitely.
Cheers.
Cheers, ladies.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Subtle, but delicious. Yeah, I think like the front of it is definitely just that really nice spiced porter base that Mead Max uses for all their porters. But then it finishes and you like, it's hard to describe. It's almost the smell of it and like effervescently peanut butter and fluff.
Yes.
I find it so often when a porter and a stout are done, there's always some kind of coffee element to them.
Mm-hmm.
And this doesn't have it. It's really, really well balanced. It's not overwhelming. It's not thick.
Well, I want to thank our guests for coming today. Both wonderful recipe idea makers, clearly. Clearly, Mackenzie and I have a bit to learn, but we are happy to be in your presence.
Well, thank you for coming to Dunham's Bay.
Any handles, any tags that we should know about, people should know about?
We always like to throw out there, love is on Lake George. That's a big one.
Love is on Lake George.
Love is on Lake George.
Also a
Dunham's
vendor at the
Bay.
Adirondack Wine and Food Festival.
Dunham's Bay, the View Restaurant. We're here.
Yeah, come check them out. It's gorgeous up here, and I've never been to this part of the lake, of Lake George, and it's quiet but not sleepy. It's just like your own little calm corner.
You're the best kept secret in Lake George.
Wait, how can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at the Chowdown. Also on TikTok at the Chowdown, and my website is thechowdownblog.com. And thank you for having me. I could do this all day, so I had a great time.
Thank you for coming. It's a hard job, but someone has to do it.
Yes, exactly.
Someone has to do it. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for tuning in with us. We've had a great time. We hope you've had a great time with us. We know we'll see all of you June 25th and 26th at the Adirondack Wine and Food Festival in Lake George. And until then, keep popping those bottles.